All right, yo, what's going on, guys? It's Spaiidz here, and to start everything all off, I just want to say thank you for everything. Thank you, Devour, and thanks for everything they've done for me. And, I joined Devour on April 2020, and it's been quite the journey and such a great ride, I'll be honest with you. But before we get into any of that, let's quickly jump to the start. So finding about Devour was actually July 11th, 2019, and an old member by the name of Devour Van Fate commented on my video, so fire. I had no followers during that time. I only had around, like, I want to say somewhere between 300 followers, 200 followers. I had nothing, basically. And during that time, I basically just started posting montages and like things that I enjoy to do. I really love doing montages, getting clips and putting music. It just made me feel so alive. It made me feel like I was disconnected from everything, because at the time school was difficult, because I was in middle school during that time. It was just so hard and so rough. So making these montages and being all alone and putting the music together and all that, even if they were completely dog shit, they just made me happy. So I was doing that for my own. And when Devour Fan Fate actually commented on my post, he commented so fire, literally so, and then the fire emoji. Even though it was probably fake as shit, and he was trying to get me just to like his new YouTube video or something, to be honest with you, it did motivate me. And that's how I found out about Devour. So I checked out their page. I'm like, this seems like a great team to grind for. And during the time, bro, they only had 20k on Instagram. Only 20k on Instagram. They were nothing. I mean, no subscribers on YouTube. I don't even think they had a Twitter at that time. I mean, nothing. Literally nothing. They were nothing. They were just an Instagram Fortnite clan. Not even a team, a clan. And so I did start grinding on June 12th, 2019. That's where I started my official grind after really thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? I want to join this team, because I really feel like I want to do this. I love doing content creation. I don't care what it is, whether it's making a 2-minute video, a 30-second video, or a 10-minute video, whether it's a content edit, whether it's a montage. I don't care what it is. I love making videos. So the process of joining Devour, actually, I did join April 2020, as I said, and I joined, and it took 2 weeks of DMs with Mitchell, and I actually did join as a content manager at the start. I didn't join as a player. I joined as a content manager with only 1k subscribers. I wasn't even in there for my subs or for anything I had. I had literally nothing. I had only 300 followers on Twitter. I only had like 1,000 on YouTube and like Instagram. I had nothing, dude. I literally had nothing. I only joined as a content manager to help out with the YouTube before I even joined, because I did start grinding on June 12th, 2019. I was grinding, doing my crappy montages that I thought were good for a solid 6 months. 6 months just to not join. I quit my grind because I realized that they liked me and they respected my grind, but I wasn't improving whatsoever, so they weren't picking me up. So I'm like, you know what, screw it, man, let's just stop. And that's like when it was a pretty time gap. Like I just didn't think about Devour for a while, but we did eventually join. You already know we joined as content manager, but eventually I did get demoted to player, but that was all good because that let me focus on myself. So basically, well, what inspired me to do content creation and why do I love doing this so much? Basically, man, I used to live in like such a bad neighborhood, and like I'll be honest, I was pretty poor. I had nothing. And I remember going to like summer camp, right? I was going to summer camp and I saw this kid. He was holding a Nintendo DS, not even the 3DS, the DS, right? He was playing the original Super Mario, and that was the first time I ever learned about Mario or just games in general. I never had a console during that time, keep in mind. So then he started playing this, and I was just sitting next to him, like on the floor next to the wall, just sitting watching him for hours on end, and like begging him just to let me get a turn. I was probably around 5 or 6 during this time, and bro, let's just say the second I touched it, I felt this it was just so enjoyable to me. And I didn't like really doing anything else at the time. I wasn't good at sport. I mean, I was only 5 or 6 years old, but I wasn't good at sports. I wasn't good at this, but games just made me feel really happy, and I was good at it. I was really good at it, and I just couldn't stop playing the second I got my hands on it. And eventually we did work our way up, and I got my own Nintendo Wii, and we were just playing all the games on it. I mean, Super Mario Galaxy, that's my favorite game till this day. Oh my god, that game, if the second I play it, it's nostalgia, because it reminds me of the time when I was a kid. It reminds me of the time where games were simpler. It was a beautiful time. I love it so much, and ever since then I haven't stopped playing games. And I'm a true Nintendo fanboy, if you ask me. I still am, even though I play other games now. But we did take a break from that world, sort of. Nintendo, I don't really play that anymore, but it's been such a good time, and I love games so much, and I'll still love games. So that was when I discovered games. But what really like motivated me to start content creation? Well, I was seeing all these YouTubers, right? And I would say I was during 8 or 9 around this time. This is when I really started watching YouTube videos. And keep in mind it was a different platform at that time, and there's different creators, so you have to think back to that time. But anyways, bro, I always remember watching YouTube videos of people playing games, like people like Dan TDM, Markiplier. I mean, all the OG people, like before they had all their clout. Listen, I remember watching all their videos and I'm like, bro, this has to be the life. I mean, all you do is play games, make money, and do it for a living. This has to be insane. I remember I was always like, man, should I start a YouTube channel? Should I do this? Should I do that? Will I ever hold a YouTube plaque in my hand? Like anything, bro. And you know what? That's what really started motivating me. But I did start during that time because I actually didn't really have a console to like really work off of. So we had to wait a little bit longer. But when I really did start content creation, I would say starting in 2017 when Fortnite did release and I started playing in season 2, I was sharing an Xbox with my little brother on the big TV. I didn't have a PC. I didn't have anything. I was sitting in the living room 3 feet, 4 feet, 6 feet away from my TV playing Fortnite with the boys. Season 2 time. You already know how good Fortnite was during that time. It was amazing. I want to say during season 5, I really started like trying to do content creation. I was uploading clips to my phone, trying to edit on my phone. I was trying to do the utmost of things just to try to make some sort of content because I really loved it so much. I really did. And you know, we worked from there. So my relationship with the owners, I love the owners, and a huge shout out to Oasis and Mitchell and Zan for grinding their off, getting content to you guys every day and not giving up on this team. Amazing, and I love them so much. I'll really be honest with you. Mitchell, I was chatting with Mitchell, and I'm keeping this in mind. You don't have to have followers. You don't have to have subs to chat with the owners, to chat with anyone clouded. Listen, Mitchell was in Devour. He was the owner of that. Well, when I started talking with him, he wasn't the owner. He was just management. But he was still pretty big and in Devour. And I only had 300 followers on Instagram. And now, even though he probably didn't like enjoying chatting with me so much, you know, because to be honest with you, you know, I was a little bit annoying. I mean, I was only like 11 or 12. But he still chatted with me and he still like motivated me to grind. You know, he just made me feel comfortable. He made me really feel like, you know, like that what I was doing was good. And he was really motivating me more and more by the day. And you know, that's the thing. He will make you feel better. I love Mitchell all around, and especially Zan, bro. He's been grinding since day one. I remember the OG Devour Grinders chat that he made when Devour only had 20k on Instagram. I mean, I remember all the old posts. I remember that time completely. Matter of fact, if you guys want to check it out, go to Instagram right now and look up Spaiidz History at Spaiidz History. And I unarchived most of my posts, and you'll be able to see some of the very first things I've ever uploaded. And for Oasis, he loves anime. That's all I gotta say. But huge respect to his dog. I love his dog too, Goku. Now let's jump back to when I joined Devour. So I joined Devour, and I was content managing, planning out videos and editing, and all, all that stuff. But when I did also focus on myself. You know, I did also upload my own videos, this and that. But I did put that to the side because I was managing at the time. But eventually, it came to the point where I was just like, F it, let me do this. And I was grinding out videos. And let's just say, I used to do montages, I used to do this, I used to do that, settings videos. But my first blow-up videos were really the controller settings, the editing fast. And then eventually, I worked my way up to content. It was all a test. So I started off with montages and settings. The settings worked out, so we kept doing those. Then I worked my way up to doing tutorials on Fortnite, and that actually did work out. My highest viewed video right now was 2.6 million views. Still my most viewed video, and that is an editing tutorial. And then after that, I randomly tried content. It worked, and now, you know, well, now everything is history. So where am I now, and what would I like to be in the future? So I'm right now sitting at 416k subscribers right now. And in the future, I want to be over 1 million subscribers. I want to be doing this full time if it's even possible. Do I think it's possible right now? No, not at all. But, you know, I am only 15 and in 9th grade. I am only a freshman, so there is still more to come. Hopefully school doesn't cuck my journey. But, yeah. So, yeah, that's where I am right now. And that's where I want to be. And just as a final message for the video and for everyone watching right now, I just want to say thank you to Devour and everything they have done for me. It doesn't matter your size. It doesn't matter this. If you're a good person, they'll love you. Even if you're a bad person, bro. Like, I love Devour, bro. They're the best. They really are. And they treat everyone super well. The best team in the comm by far. And they're going to be leaving the comm soon. And they're getting there. They're grinding their asses off. And trust me, do not put your foot down. They will be somewhere massive in a little bit. A huge thank you to them. And I just want to end the video off by giving a thank yous to some people. So, thank you to Zan. Thank you to Mitchell. Thank you to Fam. Thank you to Daegu. Thank you to Oasis. Thank you to Ruger. Thank you to Dims. Thank you to Reese. Thank you to everyone that basically helped me. Dude, literally, I can't. There's so many people I can't even list them all. I can't even remember everyone off the top of my head. Thank you to so many people. If you helped me in the past, just remember I didn't forget you. I'm not weird. I still remember you. And you know, shoot me a DM if you still want to talk. But yeah, I mean, thank you to everyone. Thank you to everyone that helped me to get to where I am now. And we're going to be only moving up from the future here. I will be, and so will Devour be. And you'll still see me in future videos. I still will be doing videos with them. If you want to see some more videos, you know, drop a comment recommending some videos. But anyways, guys, I just want to wrap up the video right now. Thank you for everything. Thank you, Devour, and peace out.